Let's take one more case study to understand the payback period. Here you have project X has an initial investment of 10 lakhs. Its cash flows for the 5 years are available 3 lakh, 3 lakh 60, 3 lakh, 2 lakh 64 and 2 lakh 40,000. You have to determine the payback period. Here you cannot simply find the payback period by applying the formula because you don't have uniform cash flows. Your cash flows are different year after year. In that case, we have to follow something known as cumulative cash flows. So what I'll do, I'll make use of this information. Okay, I'll prepare a small table and from that we'll see how it can go further. So let me reduce the size. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll prepare a small table. I'll prepare a small table where I'll start with year. Year 1, what was my cash flow after tax in year 1? I have, it is 3 lakhs. Now I'll calculate something known as cumulative cash flow, CCF. Cumulative cash flow is nothing but the cash flow of that year added by the cash flows up to the previous year. Okay. Since I don't have previous year, my cumulative cash flow is also going to be 3 lakhs. Then I'll take year 2. Year 2 it is 3,60,000. So what will be my cumulative cash flow? Cumulative cash flow will be my current year cash flow plus cash flows up to the previous year. 3,60,000 is my current year plus cash flows up to previous year is 3 lakh. So 3 lakh plus 3,60,000, it is going to be 6,60,000. Then we'll move on to year 3. Cash flows are 3 lakh. And what will be my cumulative cash flow? This 3 lakh plus 6,60,000, it is going to be 9,60,000. And what was our investment? Our investment is 10 lakhs. What is it we have recovered up to year 3? Up to year 3 we have recovered 9,60,000. Okay. Then we'll move on to year 4. In year 4 your cash flows are 2,64,000. Your cash flows are 2,64,000. Now, if I add this 2,64,000 with 9,60,000, let me see what's the figure. 9,60,000 plus 2,64,000 and it is 12,24,000. It is 12,24,000. So now I need not go for the 5th year calculation. Okay, why? Because my initial investment is 10 lakh and I'm concerned about the payback period. Payback period is nothing but the period or time taken for my cash flows to recover my investment. Up to year 3 I have recovered 9,60,000. So I understand between year 3 and 4 the remaining 40,000 is also recovered. Okay, so how do we find that? What we understand now is up to year 3 9,60,000 is recovered. In year 4, what was the actual recovery? 2,64,000. And the 2,64,000 would have been realized or recovered over a period of 12 months. What we are concerned about is only the remainder. 9,60,000 minus 10 lakh, the remainder is 40,000. So what I'll do, I'll write them here. That is, say, cash flow recovered up to year 3. What is the cash flow recovered up to year 3? It is 9,60,000 is equal to 9,60,000. Item B, cash flow to be realized between year 3 and 4, between year 3 and 4, so that you can have your entire 10 lakh. And how do you write that? It is 10 lakh minus 9,60,000. Okay, so how much it is? It is 40,000. Okay, so this is the amount you want to recover between year 3 and 4. Now let us write what is the actual recovery between year 3 and 4. Actual recovery between year 3 and 4. What is the actual recovery between year 3 and 4? It is not 40,000. It is not 40,000. So I think we have that here. The actual recovery between year 3 and 4 is 2,64,000. So we'll write that it is 2,64,000. Okay. Now you have the information. Actual recovery between year 3 and 4 is 2,64,000. What you want to recover is 40,000. So now you have to find out what is the time period taken. Okay. So that can be put here. 2,64,000 is recovered over a period of 12 months. So what is the time taken for recovering 40,000? Okay. And that can be understood through the simple cross multiplication. So if I put it mathematically, it will be 40,000 multiplied by 12 divided by 2,40,000. 40,000 multiplied by 12 divided by 2,40,000. So let me make use of the calculator. 40,000 multiplied by 12 divided by 2,40,000. And it tells me 2 months. Okay. So it tells me it is 2 months. Let me check. I think I've written it wrongly. It is not 2,40,000. It is 2,64,000. So let me just correct. It is 2,64,000. So my calculation should be redone now. It is 40,000 into 12 divided by 2,64,000. It is 2,64,000. So how much it is? It gives me 1.81. Okay. That is, it says it takes 1.81 months to recover 40,000. And if I express this fully in period terms, it is going to be 1 month, and this 0.81 can also be expressed in time period. So from this 1.81, I'll subtract 1. So what I have is 0.818. I'll multiply that with 30 days. So what I'm going to get is 24.5 days. So I can call it as 25 days. Okay. It means it will take 1 month and 25 days to recover this 40,000 alone. And over a period of 3 years, that 9,60,000 is already recovered. So what is the payback period? The payback period in this case, payback period is nothing but 3 years. Okay. It is 3 years, 1 month and 25 days. Let us just cross check. We have calculated the cash flows. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cash flows are available. Year 1 3 lakh, year 2 3,60,000, year 3 3 lakh. So when we added them, it was 9,60,000. Year 4 it was 2,64,000, and that 2,64,000 was recovered over a period of 12 months. What we are concerned about is only this remaining 40,000. 40,000 can be recovered over a period of 1 month and 25 days. So the actual payback period is 3 years, 1 month and 25 days.
Are you struggling in understanding financial management concepts like time value of money, financial ratio analysis, cash flow analysis, fund flow analysis, cost of capital and capital structuring decisions, capital budgeting, and working capital management? Then this course is for you. Financial Management, a complete study. One of the comprehensive course in financial management at the most affordable price with lifetime access. Explore and enroll now.